How's it going, guys? I'm Deon.
My name's Chris.
And this is the Ordinary Guys podcast. This is episode what?
Bro, I lost count. I think we're like on either 15 or 16. It might be even 17. I really don't know.
It's all good. It's all good. No worries. Hey, we're still here, so let's keep it going. Let's dive right into it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just saying.
Yeah, sure. And, no, I'm not going to say that. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is how we teach girls versus how we teach boys.
Okay, good topic.
Okay. Do you have any?
I think that the way that we teach our boys versus girls, it's a completely different dynamic.
Of course.
Because like how you and I were actually talking about it over the phone, you tend to be more, how can I put it, you try and have a more softer approach towards the girl, right?
Of course. More leniency. Yeah.
You teach them, oh, you're the princess.
Exactly.
You're the flower of the
we
house.
We need to stop doing that.
Yeah. And then what happens?
They believe it.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
And it's like, and
when they're not treated as such.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, I think that's the reason why we're having issues with girls like, I'm gonna jump in on OnlyFans and show my body for money.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh well, daddy, all he did was gimme.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I didn't have to do anything to earn it.
Exactly.
Or the other one that's most prevalent now is, it's okay for a woman to put hands on a man.
Exactly. Because most men are taught as young boys, you don't hit a girl.
Yeah, that's how I was taught.
And that's how I was taught too. But a lot of these young girls, they're growing up and they're becoming emboldened, and they're starting to think that, okay, if I get in an argument with my boyfriend or my husband, whatever, I can hit him, but he can't hit me. But when he does hit back, then it's a problem.
And then all of a sudden, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna.
We're not condoning it.
Let's just put it this way. Look, there was and I'm not gonna mention any names, but just with me mentioning a period, we already know who we're speaking about.
Okay.
There was a high profile case that happened just recently,
yep.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
where the male was allegedly the one that was doing the abusing, and then all of a sudden, throughout the case, you go to find out that there's evidence that was actually the other way around. It was the woman that was being the aggressor rather than the male.
There was human fecal matter on her side of the
bed. but I mean, let's be honest though. That's how girls are taking things now.
Exactly. And no one believes it until there's evidence and then they actually see it happening.
Yep.
Because the woman's word is taken as like law. Like, this is what happened. Oh my God, poor her. Don't get me wrong. A lot of times that's the way it is. But there are some times where it's not the way it is, and they use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or as a crutch. And then the woman is automatically believed and the man is guilty.
The energy in those type of cases are just, it's so twisted, bro. And it's a shame that it has to get to that point. I mean, people don't really look at the statistics, right? But if you were to look at, and I get it, every single case is different,
right?
So by any means, I'm not trying to say that 100% of the time women are always guilty. No, I'm not trying to say that.
And not 100% of the time men are guilty.
But there is statistics within maybe the last 10 to 20 years. Let's just put it in that time frame.
Okay.
That the woman tends to be more of the aggressor.
Yeah. Usually when you have cases like this, the male's part is practically just reactionary. You know what I mean? They're reacting to what's being thrown at them.
Yeah.
But if they hold or push or in any type of way defend themselves, they're automatically wrong. We're automatically wrong.
Because
we're stronger. You know what I mean?
Look, the way that I see it is, I understand that things happen in a relationship, right? But by any means does that, it never gives the right, whether it be male or female, to be putting hands on an individual.
Women need to learn that growing up. We need to teach our daughters.
Yep.
You cannot be putting hands on a man, just like a boy cannot put his hands on a female. Same thing applies. There's no excuse, no matter what gender you are or choose to be.
I'll give you an example. So a couple months ago, I ended up going through YouTube, as a matter of fact, and so I come across this video where this man, and I mean this is a case that's not a case, but a scenario that's really, I guess, well known, right? We always hear about the woman being cheated on by the male.
Right.
It happens pretty frequent.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. Right. And then what happens? During the interaction where the woman catches the male, right? What's the first thing that happens, bro? Woman triggers right away, starts screaming and yelling, using profanity, and then boom, all of a sudden here comes hands.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, I get it. You're going through.
She's scorned, so now she has a right to do that because she's pissed off, she's upset.
And see and here's
and
my opinion on that.
a lot of women see that as being justified.
And here's my opinion on that. I get it. The situation that you just went through is not something good for you, right? No person deserves to be treated be treated that way and cheated on, whether it be male or female. That's my opinion.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So now going on to that still doesn't give you the right to be putting hands on that other person.
She needs to do what a man is typically told to do. Walk away.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I mean, look, because, I mean, it's happened to me.
It's happened to me. My last relationship. Yeah.
And what is it that you do in that scenario, bro? At that point, if I'm being cheated on, I'm already knowing that, well, all right, this person didn't cherish me.
Exactly.
They didn't appreciate me being around. They didn't care for me. So you know what? I don't need that type of person in my life.
Exactly.
You did me a favor by doing that.
But then most women would be like, okay, well, what did you do for her to cheat on you? But if it was the other way around, they wouldn't be like, oh, well, what did you do for the man to cheat on you? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't say it. It's always a double standard when it comes to what women do to what men do. Yep.
So at that point, bro, it's just like, step away. Just move on. Right. You know what I mean? Let that person sit there and have to deal with now their side piece, because eventually something's gonna happen in that relationship anyway. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, now is your opportunity to step away from the situation and find yourself something better.
Exactly.
If not, that's the case, then at least take the time to focus on yourself and better yourself. You know?
When I found out, I had a decision to make. Either I could do what a typical man does and try and fight and this and that, you know, and be a hoop and holler and make a big scene about it. Or, like you said, this person doesn't respect me or the house, so why would I give that any energy?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's exactly what I did. I came in, I said, I know what you've been doing. This is what you want. You got it.
Yeah.
I went in the house, told the kids, her kids, not my kids, her kids that I've been taking care of for a whole year. Sorry, it's not working out between me and your mom. I went in the closet, I got my stuff, said, have a good life. Walked right out.
It's a shame that type of stuff has to happen. But anyway, going back to topic.
It hurt.
Yeah, of course. But going back to topic, man, it's just, we have to take into mind that I guess I would take responsibility, you know, and I would say, yeah, as a parent, that's my bad for, you know, if my daughter were to go that route,
right,
you know, well, that was my bad too, right, in a sense, because it's the way that I had her brought up.
Exactly.
You know,
this is the way I teach my daughter now.
Yeah.
She's 9 years old. I told her, this is what, probably like a couple weeks ago, we were sitting down talking, her, my wife, and my son. Excuse me. And I'm telling her, well, if you're in a relationship and a guy hits you, then you need to get away from that situation.
Yep.
But if you're in a relationship and you're hitting the guy and he hits you back, you know what I mean?
You're not the victim at that point.
You're
like
not,
I
you're
get
no
it.
longer a victim.
I get it. I don't condone. I don't condone.
Of course, I don't condone it.
Yeah, I don't condone for a male to go and swing back, because
exactly,
in reality, bro, we are a lot stronger than women most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Exactly.
Right? So I wouldn't condone for a male to go and strike back.
But if you're going to take it there, and look, most men will let it happen over and over again before they do hit back. They'll take a lot of abuse because they know that as soon as they lose it, it's over for them.
You know what I find amusing? When a woman either slaps or close hand hits a man, and then the man like finally snaps after having had gone through that type of abuse for years,
right? And
then finally does something about it, like pushes her,
right? Or
maybe slaps her or whatever, and then all of a sudden the woman's the victim.
Yeah. After years of abuse, then she becomes a victim.
It's like this one time that the man finally, grew a pair and was trying to
defend
himself. Now all of a sudden you're making a big deal about it.
And he's an abuser, and she's a victim now. When all these years,
that's why I can't stress it enough, man. It goes to both sexes. You don't put hands on one another.
Get out of
no
that
matter
situation,
what the situation is.
I have a question. This is such a serious question. It might sound a little weird, but
all right, go.
Okay, if there's a person who identifies as a woman, you know where I'm going with this, and they have a husband, boyfriend, whatever, and they get into a fight.
Bro, that's
what is like what happens in that situation? Are they gonna be like, well, biologically you're both, so it's not like,
I don't know, man. I
know it's still domestic violence because they still live with each
other. Of course, right.
But it's not, I don't know how that would be classified really. It's just a domestic dispute.
That's what I would,
right? Because it wouldn't be like there's like a man putting his hands on a woman, but then again, I don't know.
That's really
I really thought this is not like a question I'm like playing around with. Like I'm really like, what is that classified as? You know
what? It's just something that I'd rather let lie. And it's not in my place to say if
but you
it's
can have
gonna
an
go
opinion.
this or that way.
You can have an opinion.
No, I know, but it's. I can't give you an opinion or a say on something that I don't know, bro. You know what I mean?
I just call it a fight. But like, are most people going to be like, oh, he put his hands on a woman?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, I don't know which way it would go, because no matter if that person may identify one way, let's put it in this scenario. Once police arrives, how are they going to take it? That's the important part.
Because there are relationships like this too. There's a man identifies as a woman, lives as a woman full time. A woman identifies as a man, lives as a man full time. They are together. They've been in a relationship. There are relationships like that now. How does that go if they have a domestic dispute? It's confusing to me.
Yeah, man, it's something that's what I'm saying. I would just let it lie at this point, and if it happens, which I'm sure it probably does, like any other relationship, you know what I mean?
Well, anyway, like I said, getting back to the topic again, we need to teach our daughters to respect men just like we teach our boys to respect women. It should be equal. If women want equal rights, it should be the same for both sexes.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
That's how we should do it.
Yeah, that's why it's
Your daughters all your daughters are not princesses. They're
women
not.
shouldn't be surprised when sentencing comes down and it's like all of a sudden you're looking at 10 to 15 for domestic violence.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
at that point it's like, hey, you made your bed, now it's time for you to lie in it.
There should be more advocation for men, just like there is advocation for women. If they want equality, it should be equal for both. It shouldn't default to a woman every time there's a domestic dispute. You know what I mean? Most of the laws are geared towards women and women's rights. You never hear women that claim that they want equality advocating for men's rights. So that's all I'm saying.
Moving on to the next topic.
Moving on.
What we got?
Well, this has happened a while ago. It was the earthquake in Turkey. I don't know if they're still finding people. This is like a week ago that we were going to be talking about this, but they were still finding people. And
that teenager that they found.
That baby that they found. A 10-month-old baby.
Yeah.
Alive.
How does a 10-month-old survive under
God, bro? God. That's no other explanation for that. God was with that child. That child is supposed to be here. And
I
all those people that are surviving.
I was the very first one that I ended up hearing about was obviously the teenager, and then you ended up telling me about the 10-month-old. But I mean, fact of the matter is that I was just completely shocked because you're there, you're under a bunch of rubble, and it's like, well, what do you find to eat? What are you doing in order for you to stay hydrated?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, not to be gross or anything, right? But you have to go to the restroom at some point.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
they said it was like below freezing.
Damn.
Below freezing, bro. So I'm thinking like maybe frost, like melting frost. That's what getting
maybe
probably. But a 10-month-old, they're gonna know to get water? No.
Right.
They're just there.
But not only that, dude, it's we're talking about a 10-month-old.
Exactly.
Yeah, a 10-month-old needs nourishment.
Can't walk, can't do anything. You're just there, just laying there.
My heart goes out to all those people, and you know, I haven't really kept up with it, to be honest, but just thinking back to the whole situation, it's completely daunting on how times. I mean, look at the weather, how it's been here.
Yeah.
You know, we got hit hard with this winter storm. And I mean, look at what's happening in San Bernardino right now.
Right. Yeah.
People are being, people are being snowed in as we speak.
Yeah.
And they're either being evacuated or they're already snowed in and they're trapped and they're going to be there for some time.
For a while. Yeah. They said at least probably another week.
Yeah.
And no power, no diesel for generators. They're being flown in food and aid and stuff like that from the government, which is good.
Yep.
We are actually helping Turkey as well. Like, we're sending things over to Turkey and search teams and everything like that. So condolences to all the people, all the families in Turkey.
Yeah.
You know, and it's unfortunate, bro. It's unfortunate.
Tell me about it. I mean, just going back to our history here in California, just imagine what people had to go through the Northridge earthquake.
I remember that quake, yeah.
So it's I can't imagine what it would be like for a 7.0 or
what was that? 1994? Yeah, 1994.
I believe so.
I was 14 years old. That's crazy. That was the worst earthquake I've ever been in my life.
So now imagine being in a what was the Turkey earthquake? Do you remember how strong it was?
7.8. 7.8.
Yeah.
And then they had a
5.6. Seeing the footage of the buildings just collapsing, like if they were
just paper.
You know how you get the playing cards and you like stack them up, and then you just like touch one side and the whole thing.
That's it,
bro. It looked like that.
Looked like just like paper.
Yeah. I was just like, I sat there and it was almost watching. I mean, I know a bad comparison, but I'm just saying the image that was embedded in my head was almost as impacting as like when 9/11 happened.
Right.
you're just sitting there, you're watching everything
It doesn't
unveil.
look
And,
real.
exactly.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
going on, man. What else we got?
Okay, we got some must-see movies for 2023. Is Creed 3. This is the first one, so what do you think? Well, have you seen Creed?
I actually went to go watch it last night.
Okay, how was it?
Look.
Oh man.
You know, I was born in the 80s, so I grew up watching Sylvester Stallone playing Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
And obviously I ended up watching the entire series. As a matter of fact, I ended up just purchasing them on Blu-ray again earlier this year. But anyway, I ended up purchasing Creed 1 and 2 as well. And so even watching that, bro, look, I'm not trying to be biased by any means, right? I mean, all the films that Michael B. Jordan has been in, I completely applaud him, and I respect him for what he does. And I've admired the work that he's done because he's a phenomenal actor, all in all.
Of course.
As a producer, though, I have to say that I'm not saying that he's bad by any means. What I'm saying is that there's still room for improvement.
Right. Well, this is a directorial debut, so
yeah. There was a lot of things that were missed
opportunities. Yeah.
You know, I know that you're not much of a sports fan, but for instance, whatever fight, whether it be UFC or it be a boxing match, there's always something leading up to the fight, right? There's a build-up.
Right.
So there was a huge miss on that. Okay. It went from like a quick synopsis of the story to straight into the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was just like, wait, where's the build-up?
Right.
Where's the animosity that's between one fighter to the other?
Right.
And making the fight more suspenseful.
Right.
It just, to me, not just that, but the fact that, like I said, I've watched all of the Rocky movies, and I mean, Sylvester Stallone was the one that created Creed 1 and 2, right?
Right.
So he was a creator of that character as well.
Right.
So there were like little bits of references that Michael B. Jordan made to the original first two movies, but there could have been more without adding Sylvester Stallone as Rocky.
Okay, so pretty much what you're saying is that Creed 1 and 2, it was definitely a Creed movie, but it was still like that Rocky feel to it, right? But this one totally went an opposite way.
I mean, number one, Rocky was still involved in 1 and 2. Right. And there were a lot of references that went back to the original films. Okay. And I'll just give it to you this way. Look, I'll put it to you this way. In Creeds 1 and 2, like I mentioned, Rocky was still involved, right? And then the whole build up to this movie is the fact that the character Adonis Creed was or is Apollo Creed's son, which is the boxer that had originally fought Rocky in 1 and 2. Right.
Carl Weathers.
So now going back to Creed 3, they didn't even make a reference to Apollo. I mean, other than Apollo's wife having taken in Adonis, right?
Right, because he was born out of wedlock, right? Okay.
Fact of the matter is that there should have been more of a reference. There should have been more of a connection. Yeah.
Is he still wearing the shorts though?
Not even that.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just in name.
I mean, look, I know this is a huge spoiler, but anyway, in the whole thing with Creed, the last gift that was given to Adonis from Rocky and Apollo's wife, right? they ended up giving him Apollo's old trunks,
Right, I remember that.
which is the blue with the red and white stripes.
Correct.
So this time around on Creed 3, they ended up giving him similar pair of trunks, but instead of the colors, it was just completely white trunks with the American flag.
Okay. Oh, just on the American flag on top.
No, like everything was white, but you could still see like the stars stitched in and
Okay.
and the details of the American flag, pretty much.
Right.
So anyway, so there was like that's what I'm saying. There was a little bit of homage to Apollo and Rocky, a little bit, but in my opinion, I mean, if you're gonna be going on and playing the role of this character, it's like, yeah, I get it. You're
just
taking
wanted to make
on
it a standalone movie.
Yeah, it's like, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to take on this project on your own and make your debut as a producer and whatever.
Right.
Fact of the matter is, bro, that the character isn't originally his.
Right.
The character was made originally from the Rocky sequel.
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you have to pay respect where respect is due. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's just in my opinion.
Definitely. Okay, well, let's go on to the next one.
On to the next.
John Wick 4.
I'm waiting for that one.
I have not seen John Wick 1. or 2 or 3. I have no idea.
Look,
I see clips and I see him shooting everybody. How is he still alive? This is impossible. I know it's a movie, but how is he still alive? Even the clips that I saw of the new one, he's point blank shooting at someone and they're point blank shooting at him and they're missing. What the hell is going on?
in order for me to give you an explanation and to motivate you to go watch the first 3 films before you go watch the 4th, take it this way. I know you're a huge gamer, right?
Right.
We've already talked about you were into Assassin's Creed, right?
Right.
Did you ever play Hitman?
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so take it as this is like a
Like a martial art.
exactly.
Assassin's Creed. And
This is like Assassin's Creed meets Hitman, and they mesh, and then you have
I don't know.
you have John Wick.
You know the reason why I played a lot of Hitman is because I'm a big Jason Statham fan. So every time I see him, I think it's him. I just imagine it being him.
Okay.
He's always in like a suit and something like that.
That's
killing
true.
someone.
That is
You know
very
what I mean?
true.
So it's very Jason Statham-esque.
That is true. All right, what other movies are you looking forward to?
I literally put here, never seen any.
Good notations, by the way.
Right? Spider-Man. Across the Spider-Verse.
I'm looking forward to
Did you
that.
see the first one?
Nah, yeah. I, as a matter of fact, I did watch the first one.
It won some awards, which is really good. Definitely waiting to see that. And definitely, I'm actually waiting to see the live action Spider-Man too, because they have what's his name, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
It's gonna be playing Kraven the Hunter.
Oh wow.
So that's gonna be something
Fast
crazy.
X. My reaction was the same when I saw the trailer, but like midway through, I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a comeback, because 9 was a complete flop for me.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned right what happened in 9.
Yeah.
Not a fan. I'm sorry, but
Okay,
Vin dropped the ball on 9.
The clip of what I saw was 9, right?
That was 9.
Yeah, when they went into space.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. They dropped the ball on it, bro. So Fast X, I'm giving it a chance. I'm hoping that they could redeem themselves.
Right.
Because 9 was, I'm telling you, bro. I know a lot of people are like, oh well, it was a great movie. Da da da. It went completely sideways. It didn't have anything to do with any other than the fact that they brought back Han.
Okay.
But
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
There was no connection. Like, in all honesty, look, after what was it? After Tokyo Drift was the one that was it? No. Which one was the one that they were in Miami? Was that before or after Tokyo Drift?
It's after Tokyo Drift. Yeah.
Okay, so then Tokyo Drift was actually the last movie that ran in correlation with the original Fast and Furious.
Okay.
After that, bro, I was just like, what? Where's all this coming from? Especially not just the spin-off, the whole thing of bringing The Rock into the movie.
Yeah, that's what I said, the Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford, he's what, 70? 72, 73? Do we need another Indiana Jones right now, bro?
It is.
I mean, are you looking forward
to
a lot
of people are trying to rehash those old sentiments of watching Indiana Jones, and I get it. CGI is available in order for them to.
Yeah, they are gonna DH him in the beginning, I believe.
See,
then like progress, like that. But I was hoping that when they did Uncharted, that they would do that justice, and that would become like the new franchise, kind of like an Indiana Jones-esque kind of franchise, but do it right. They just threw Tom Holland in it because he's big at the time. I'm like, come on.
Not to mention Mark Wahlberg.
And Mark Wahlberg as Sully. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
There's so many other
it was a good movie.
They could have got unknown actors. They could have got unknown actors to play those parts, and it could have blew up to like what do I want to say? Trilogy.
Yeah.
It could have been a nice trilogy. They messed it up because they just threw a hot actor and an actor that's kind of cooling down right now. You know what I mean? Just threw him in it. Like, Mark Wahlberg is not Sully. And Tom Holland could be a young Nathan Drake, but he's not.
I'm sorry, but Mark Wahlberg is still the shit. It's just I'm a Mark Wahlberg fan,
I like
come on, bro.
He's very one-dimensional.
Look, I'll put it to you this way.
I love Mark Wahlberg in Ted 2. Phenomenal.
Come on, he did a lot better.
Even in Four Brothers.
Thank you for mentioning that movie.
Wonderful, love it. Transformers. Bro.
I never watched that, to be honest with you, because I felt personally that no one could replace Shia LaBeouf in that movie.
Not at all. And it even made like references to him, and it's like, no.
Come on, bro. But The Departed. But Mark Wahlberg in The Departed. That's a classic.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah,
that's a classic. And we're talking about Four Brothers. That's another classic.
Yeah.
All in all, in my book, he's a legendary actor.
When he has a,
he is, bro. He could go from comedy to action.
His comedy is
within a flip of a switch.
Well, hold on. What was that one movie that he did where they were like, they took like this type of drug and they saw like angels and demons? What was that called? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What was it called? Like Max or something like that? Or Max Payne?
Max Payne.
Max Payne?
Yes.
I like that one.
That was a good movie too. See, there you go. There's another good example.
3.
Bro, here's another one. I'll give you another one.
Okay.
All right. What's the name of this movie? Shoot, I forget.
Wow, that's how good it is.
Well, no, because I've seen so many. Look, as a matter of fact, I'll give you a good series that he ended up making, and he ended up being in that. Entourage. Entourage was another great series. Yeah, the HBO show.
I never got into it.
You're missing out.
No,
you're missing out. So there's that, and hold on,
Jeremy Piven,
other guys
in the Entourage. Yeah, I do like that actor. He's a good actor.
So and then what did I just say? The other guys.
Oh, okay.
That was another funny movie that he ended up making.
There was, what was that one?
That had The Rock.
Okay.
That had the actor that plays Shaft. What's his name?
Samuel Jackson.
Yes. Sorry, my mind drew a blank. Yeah, so he was in that movie, and then Mark Wahlberg and Farrell.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're remembering that one? Yeah.
Okay.
So that was another good movie.
He has some good movies.
He
has some good movies. I wouldn't put him in like my top 10 actors though.
He He's not no Denzel Washington.
No,
I'll give
of
you
course
that.
not. No. He's not in that caliber.
Oh, as a matter of fact, he ended up making a movie with Denzel.
Which one was it?
I forget the name of it.
See,
I just
it's like it's not memorable.
it's memorable to me.
Then what is it called?
I don't remember the name of it because I've seen so many movies. Bro, have you not seen the collection of movies I have downstairs? You think I'm gonna remember every single one of them?
Well, they're like right in front of you, so probably. But no, but I get it. I get it. He's done a lot of good movies.
Didn't he make American Sniper as well?
Was that him?
Yeah.
Why am I picturing somebody else in that role?
Oh no.
That's so weird. Like I know the name, I know that, but I'm picturing a different actor.
That's what I'm telling you. He's made so many great movies. He's such a great actor. Like I said, he's not no Denzel. I get that.
I wouldn't call him a great. I call him a good actor. He's a good actor. He's decent.
Get out of here.
I wouldn't call him a great actor.
He's a great actor.
He's a great comedian.
He is a great comedian.
He's a great comedian. He's a great comedic actor.
He is.
Great dramatic actor. Not so much. He's kind of one-dimensional. It's kind of like what's that one guy's name that's like Keanu Reeves. They say he's very one-dimensional.
Keanu Reeves is not one-dimensional.
A lot of people saying that he's one-dimensional. Like he's
bro. He was a good. He was. What's
dude? Okay, do you remember Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Vaguely.
Where he tried to do like an English accent. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Okay, so look, Speed was great. Right? Speed was
my
great.
all-time favorite movie.
Point Break. Come on.
Yeah,
Point Break.
Yeah.
After there's also obviously all the Matrix movies
I actually
that
liked
were out.
what was that movie? Cabin by the Lake.
Cabin by the Lake was
that
another
was
one.
good. I like that one. Him and Sandra Bullock are very good together.
Yes.
Speed. Yeah. So they're
there was another one that he ended up releasing on Netflix, where he ended up like cloning his entire family. Bro, that movie was a mind fuck.
What?
He cloned his entire, like, I guess I don't remember exactly how because I saw it a while ago.
Oh, wait a minute.
Where his family passed away, right? Yeah. Because of an accident.
Johnny Mnemonic?
Something, I don't remember the name of it.
Something
But
like
the thing is that he ended up cloning his family and brought him back to life. And it was a crazy movie.
There was
bro.
another movie too where he's like, the end of it is like he's on a motorcycle and he's like going away and everything's like exploding and like, what the fuck is that movie?
That I don't remember,
bro. So somebody's gonna be like, well,
what's the movie that he ended up making like when he was way younger in his career? Shoot, he was playing like a goofy surfer kid.
Wasn't it Point Break? Oh no,
it wasn't Point Break. It was way before that.
He was a cop in that. A goofy surfer. You were like Bill and Ted. Was it Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
I think that's what it was. That was another good funny movie.
Funny movie, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like Keanu Reeves is not one dimensional. I'm sorry.
He's not a good dramatic actor.
Yes,
he's a good action, and he can do funny too.
Yes, he can.
But Mark Wahlberg is a good.
He ended up doing I know which one you were just talking about, where he's like a father or a priest or some sort. Constantine.
Yeah.
That was another good one.
Good news for you. Good news for me. 2 is coming out. 2 is coming.
No way.
Yeah, they're in talks about making it 2.
Ah, man.
Keanu wants to do it, and the director of the first one wants to do it.
Nice.
Please try to bring Shia back. I know I know he died, but it's Constantine. Ain't dealing with angels and demons. They can bring him back.
They should bring him back. Shia deserves
so much more than he gets, bro.
Yeah.
He's a damn good actor.
Look, he's
underrated so much.
He just did what was that movie called? This was off, like it was off I don't even think it made it into theaters. Tax Collector or something like that.
No, peanut butter something.
No, that one made it into theaters.
Did it?
I was meaning to go watch that. As a matter of fact, and
There was two of them. There was the what's it called? Peanut butter what?
I don't remember, bro.
Peanut butter something. And
Wasn't it called Honey? Not peanut butter.
There's another one. There's a second one.
Okay.
There's one called like Honey something, another one called Peanut butter something.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, the last thing that I actually saw was a music video that he was in a long time ago. Yeah, he's in a music video, like a dramatic arts kind of video where he was like dancing, and it was like a controversial video because the person he was like doing like the art, like it's kind of like dance art, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It was with like a young girl, but she's a dancer. They weren't like touching each other and stuff like that, like sexually, but they were like, oh, he's an older man. Why is he dancing with this young girl? Blah, 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 blah. It was like all controversy about that. I'm like, it's dramatic.
I wouldn't know,
dance,
bro.
It was just so weird. Like, it was very different for anything that he's ever done. You know, it's just like see him out of his element.
Yeah. Anyway, what else we got on our plate, bro?
Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning.
Look, I love Tom Cruise.
Part one. Because there's gonna be two parts. It's so big they had to break it into parts.
I feel like this is another Fast and Furious
That needs
situation.
to
It's like,
yep.
just give it a rest.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I get it. Tom Cruise looks great, but you could tell he's already starting to hit that age, bro. Where it's like, come on.
If this was like, okay, they had a Mission Impossible like 1, 2, and 3 like 20 years ago, and he's making a follow up to that or something like that, or trying to bring or refresh the franchise. Okay, I see that, but this is like every other year there's a new Mission Impossible. It's like, dude, I mean, come on. How long are you gonna keep doing young stunts and shit before you just break apart completely?
I just think not to mention, look, it's too much, bro. I get it. If Tom Cruise wants to continue working, by all means, he's another great actor.
Exactly.
But find another project.
Do another Tropic Thunder. Do Tropic Thunder.
You know what? You know what I would like? Another Days of Thunder. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
Put Tom Cruise in another NASCAR.
Race car, yeah. We need to bring some NASCAR back. I like NASCAR.
So do I.
A lot. Yeah.
Why not bring them in that? Or, you know, what was that other movie? Jack Reacher?
Jack Reacher was good.
That was such a good movie. They did 2 movies.
Are they doing it with another person now?
I don't know. I haven't kept up.
Like Jack Reacher, I think they're doing that with that the guy who played Mr. Fantastic and something. I think they're doing. Is it John Reacher or Jack Reacher? Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher. I think they're doing it with another actor now. John Krasinski. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're doing it with him now. But like, I would love to see Matt Damon come back as like Jason Bourne. Like that was a good franchise.
That was a good franchise.
I think that could keep going.
Yeah.
So stuff, you know, things like that. I like action.
You know,
movies,
last night when I was, and I should have.
That's
what it was.
Idris Elba and Luther is coming out, but it's gonna be out on.
When are they gonna make Idris the next 007?
They're not going to, and I don't think he should be.
Why?
I think they should make Luther, his Luther character, into like a Bond type of franchise. I think that's what they're trying to do now. I mean, it would be nice to have him as like, you know, that level, like Bond level, but just not Bond.
Guess what they're coming out with is another one that I forgot to mention, which I was kind of surprised to see Ben Affleck, the director of it, and he's acting in it with Matt Damon and a couple other actors I already forgot. No, bro, they're making a Nike movie.
A Nike movie. What?
The creation of the Air Jordan.
From Ben Affleck and
Ben Affleck is starring in it. Matt Damon as the people that.
Oh
yeah.
God. Okay. So who's playing Jordan?
It didn't even come up on it didn't come up on the trailer. It was just them talking about, hey, I got an idea, look at this sneaker, and it just went from there.
Oh wow.
But I was just like, these two are still acting together.
Yeah, I mean they're best friends.
I
So
get it, bro.
why not? Why not make money together?
You know what would have been a phenomenal movie to bring back would be iRobot.
Yeah.
They left it on a cliffhanger.
Aren't they doing something? No. They're doing a second. I Am Legend.
Yeah, that I saw. Yeah,
that's gonna be good. Do you think he'll be able to redeem himself? Get back in people's good graces?
Look,
I hope so.
That's a really difficult situation, only because
I think him and Chris need to do a movie together in order for that to happen. Chris, they need to be seen together.
Oh, that's who was in the Nike movie. Was you're never gonna take a guess. I was wilding out when I saw him in the background. Like they just like gave a quick glimpse of him, and I was like, "Wait, what? He's in this movie?"
Black guy?
The black guy. You haven't. I'll give you a huge hint. You're gonna be like, "What the heck?" Rush Hour.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the Nike movie.
Of all people, Chris Tucker.
Bro, I was wilding out. I was like, "What?" I was like, all these crazy actors that have been acting for years on end, and now they're all coming together and acting on this. So that's why I was just like, even though the movie sounds kind of crazy, but just to see them portray all these different characters, I was like, I would pay $20 to go watch it.
When's the last time you seen Chris Tucker in a movie?
Bro, it's been ages.
I think the last ones I saw him was in like Money Talks and
Rush Hour 3 is the last thing I saw him in.
Rush Hour movie. But that's coming back too. I think that's probably why they want to get his face out there. There's another.
No
Rush
way.
Hour.
They're making another one.
Him and Jackie, they're making another Rush Hour.
Jackie's coming back.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, man.
Let me do some research.
Yeah, pull it up. You're gonna be like, what?
Let me do some research. Anyway, while I pull this up, what else we got?
Well, that's pretty much it. Unless you want to do some more research. Oh, watch. If you pull this up, it's gonna trip you out. This next stuff we'll talk about on our next podcast. We need to save some stuff, man. Can't give everybody everything.
Bro.
What? You see it, right?
This coming out of and we're not sponsored by them. I looked it up just now. This is coming from an interview or an article coming from WeGotThisCovered.com.
Okay.
Saying that in late 2022, Jackie announced that Part 4's coming out.
Yeah,
bro. How old is Jackie?
He's got to be in his 60s. But Chris is in his 50s? Gotta be. I think Jackie's in his 60s. It's like mid to late 60s. Like 64, 65, something like that. And
Jackie Chan's 68 years old.
He's 68? How old is Chris Tucker? He's got to be like 55, something like that, right? What? How old is he?
How old do you think he is?
Chris Tucker?
Yeah.
I think Chris Tucker is probably about 52, 53, something like that.
Okay, you're off. 51.
51? Okay.
He's 51.
Yeah. 68? Jackie Chan is 68 years old? Wow. I did not. I said mid to late, so yeah. Because he's been acting ever since like with Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? Bruce Lee would have been like 74 or something right now.
Yeah.
Something like that. So yeah, bro. So yeah.
It's crazy, bro. I just to hear that all these things are starting to get the ball rolling in order for these movies to come out.
Right.
I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it. I'm shocked. Right now I'm in a loss for words. Jackie Chan at the age of 68 is still going at it.
Yep. I mean, look at Michael Keaton. He's gonna be in the Flash movie. How old is he? He's like in his 60s. Yeah. Come on, that's Batman, bro.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Jackie Chan, bro.
I know, man.
68 years old.
Chuck Norris, he's still doing stuff. He still looks exactly the same. Why does he still look exactly the same?
That fool's not aging.
He's not. What?
He's not aging.
Oh, they said he's not Asian.
That too.
I'm like, okay, yeah.
I mean, I was hoping that would be obvious. You know?
But he was there with Bruce Lee as well.
Yeah.
Doing movies with Bruce Lee. Now
Yeah.
he's like 80, right?
But I mean, look at it this way though. What I'm trying to get at is that the people that you're mentioning haven't done half the physical work that Jackie Chan has done throughout
That's
his
true.
entire
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
I mean, doing
he's
his own
still
stunts,
going at it,
jumping
bro.
off of roofs and stuff, and
Well,
that's crazy,
there's only one
bro.
person that's done that, which is Tom Cruise. He does pretty much all his own stunts with the power of Scientology.
Yeah. Except, well, I really can't say that. Yeah, you know what? They may be there, like in the same.
Same like bracket.
Yeah, I would say so. As a matter of fact, now that I think about
like
it.
what we were talking about last time. Like who do you think is like the new action star of this decade? Like, you know what I mean? Remember hearing like, okay, the most action stars were like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. They were like that. Even Kurt Russell. You remember Escape from New York, Escape from LA? You ever seen those movies? Where he's what's this called? He was Snake Plissken, bro. Like those were like the action stars back in the 80s and 90s. It's like, who are the action stars of like this generation? You know what I mean? And the only one that we can come up with right now is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
He's like he's John Wick. He's the action star of this generation, pretty much. But like, if you ask like my like your daughter, my son, like who the action star is now, like what do you think they would say? Kids don't really go see movies anymore. Not like we
us.
used to. Exactly.
Not like us, because I mean,
nobody has a poster of anyone on their wall as an action star.
Talking about posters, I came with the poster home last night.
I know, right?
Yeah, so I'm about to post that up on my wall. But
is he the new action star?
I'm really interested to see what route Michael B. Jordan goes in.
Right.
You know, because I mean, just with the projects that he's done throughout his career, right. This is just the beginning for him, bro.
Right. And would you consider like Marvel and DC? Would you consider them action stars?
I don't know, man. I can't really see a film like that and consider it action.
Right. I just
because I think it's just because you and I are in a different generation.
Right.
Maybe kids that are coming up like in their early 20s would see, oh yeah, it's jam packed with action. It has to be an action film.
It's an action packed movie, but there's no
nothing like
star.
I mean, let's go back to what we know, Die Hard.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
You know, Top Gun.
Yep.
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
You know, and the list goes on and on, bro. Those type of movies,
Commando.
they really don't exist now that I think about it. So anyway, anything else we got on our plate?
We got a little bit more. I think we can say that for the next one, though.
Yeah, I think we'll cut this one from here.
Yeah, we've been going on for a minute.
We're giving you guys almost an hour long, and I mean, this is our treat from us to you guys. I understand that we've been kind of absent, but I mean, hey, Deon ended up trying to come last weekend in his defense, and then
it snowed. It literally snowed. The road turned to ice, and I couldn't get here.
You got what, like a quarter way
here,
and then had to turn your ass back around.
My car was like, no, we're not doing it,
bro. When you sent me that video, you were stuck in traffic.
That was crazy.
I was like, the entire freeway.
It took me almost an hour to get like 2 blocks worth to get to my exit. Like it was a parking lot on the freeway. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure that you guys subscribe. Make sure you like, comment. Make sure you
hit that
share.
notification.
Hit the notification bell as well.
Video.
And I guess that's it for this one. We'll wrap it up here, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
See you next time.
Yes, sir.
We're out.
Peace out.
Peace.